Hey everyone, I'm Zach Simpson, and today I'm going to talk about the history of San Diego. More specifically, the food history of San Diego. I thought it was appropriate since Mesa College is located in San Diego, so let's dive in. As a self-proclaimed foodie and local San Diegan, I was pretty interested in the subject, so I started doing some research about three staples of San Diego cuisine: El Indio, Anthony's Fish Grotto, and Roberto's Taco Shop. So I'll start with El Indio. El Indio was founded in the 40s, and this spot every San Diegan should know. You can see it on the 5 South, and it was a super popular restaurant that even got the attention of the great Guy Fieri, who made an episode on it. It was founded by an immigrant named Ralph Pescaria, who also made the first tortilla maker in San Diego, which greatly increased production, and I think it's an innovation we couldn't live without today. This claim was also backed up by local San Diego eatery, and so I'm very grateful to Ralph. This company got a start as a tortilla making company, and soon after, though, it gained a lot of popularity, and he got his location that it has today in the 50s. This restaurant has lived on, and it's owned by Ralph Jr., and plans to keep the restaurant in the family. You can check out this thing at the company's website, elindiosandiego.net. Next, we have Anthony's Fish Grotto. This time, the restaurant was made by an Italian immigrant who opened a 16-seat restaurant with her own recipes at San Diego Bay. I've only been there a couple times, and I think it's safe to say it lost some of its popularity, but back in the day, this was the spot, with lines wrapping around the Embarcadero. Instead of going with the even popular Mexican restaurants opening up, this was a Portuguese-Italian mix that was founded in 1946, right after World War II, and this lasted there for 5 decades. And sadly, in 2017, it had to move location. This story even made it onto NBC San Diego when the location moved, because it was such a big landmark in San Diego. NBC also posted a history of the restaurant told by the grandson of the founder, which really shows how strong the San Diego food ties are. And finally, we have everyone's favorite taco shop, Roberto's. This isn't just a San Diegan classic anymore, but a California, Nevada, and New Mexico classic. It was founded in 1964 as another tortilla factory, but soon it became a quick service restaurant when enough people liked it enough and started asking if they could have beans and rice with it. So, the founder, Dolores Robledo, made it a restaurant. Originally, they kept Roberto's a family-owned company, but there were some creative differences, and they started expanding a lot. So they couldn't just keep it in the family, and with the creative differences, and people wanted to cut costs and make it a little less fresh, Roberto split so that they could keep the Roberto's name pure for us. So, quick tip, don't go with the other guys, go with Roberto's, it's fresher. And also a fun fact, the other guys kind of kept the Bertos name, so and the restaurant that split off of it was named Alberto's. And it kind of started a craze where people would just throw whatever name they wanted up there and then just added a Berto at the end. Even created one restaurant called Dude Bertos. Come on. So, as it should be, everything goes back to Roberto's. It's kind of like the Taco Illuminati. Roberto's is one of my favorite restaurants that I would go after church, after games, or whenever. It's always played a major role in my life, and it's also where my parents first met, so without Roberto's, I might not be here today. These three restaurants' history kind of tell you the history of San Diego, with immigrant families coming in and adding their great cuisines and their ideas to make San Diego an even better city. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this as entertaining and interesting as I did.